Go third.
I'll second then.
Okay.
Hello guys, welcome to Dead Man Yarn, and sorry to keep you waiting. We're episode 10. Everybody get a pie popper. Last time we left off, our guys had just discovered the majestic skeleton you see before you, called Kenneth Williams, in honour of Kenneth Williams, the late great. They are currently investigating what seems to be a hidden layer underneath the mansion they were Scooby-Dooing around. But I'll let the guys introduce themselves and then we'll get started.
Hello, I'm Paul, playing Trill, the half-elf warlock.
Hi, I'm Carrie, and I'm playing the Aarakocra fighter Artemia.
Hello, I'm Kimmy, and I'm playing Cordelia, the Water Genasi Druid.
And hello, I'm Tyne, and I'm playing Kai, the half-orc barbarian.
Thank you, Andy. Sorry, I don't know why that took me so. Oh God, I hope you're not Scottish because I'm going to offend you once I start speaking as an NPC in a second. But thank you for following. Our crew met this wonderful skeleton. So, if I remember correctly, you kicked in the barred door, which was barred from the inside. There were the 6 skeletons in that you fought, and then the skeleton, Kenneth, pushed a secret door open himself into another room. And we sort of left it at that, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think he introduced himself in a very terrible voice.
Okay, so I don't know if I was in the room and saw everything go down yet. I think I was still stuck outside with Nathaniel.
You were just running towards us as fast as you could.
I missed out the whole fight because I was at the other side of the room. So I'm gonna have my hand ready to blast, as always, when I run in and see a skeleton just standing there. I'm just gonna be like, what's going on, everyone? Why aren't we fighting this guy?
Well, this one talks.
That I do.
And he looks fancy.
That I do.
I like his hat.
That I do too.
Are you... I can't remember. The mage. Are you the mage?
The alchemist,
The
my
alchemist.
dear.
Alchemist. Yes, the alchemist.
One is the owner of this mansion.
You're the...
Although I find myself resigned to the lower reaches of my estate these days.
Apart from the obvious lack of skin, why did you retreat down here? It's your abode. Why won't you remain in the rooms upstairs?
My dear boy, one was not here by choice. These ruffians and their ensemble of guardians that you find scattered around your feet brought me here against my will. Oh yes, I remember it as if it was yesterday, although, and he looks at his wrist as if there was a watch there. 17 years.
17 years?
Give or take a few days.
Oh my days.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
The door was locked from the inside, though. Why didn't you just leave?
I can't leave through them. I put the bar on the door so that I could be left alone to my work. Those inconsiderate buffoons constantly disturbed me in my work.
Do you know who they were? They look like just regular bandits. We killed them pretty quick.
I don't pry, but I would hazard a guess to smugglers.
Do you know if any of them were named Ned?
I didn't really stop to take account of their names. But anyway, this is distracting me from my work. Can I return, or is there any more that we can do?
What work would that be exactly? I'm sorry, but you don't strike me as the one doing the best of work.
He reaches into like the room, and you hear him like fumbling about on like a table or something, and he pulls out, and he throws something to you. You gonna try and catch it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Sleight of hand, please.
Oh god.
I've also messed up his voice once again, but I'll run with this one. Oh my. Oh no, every time he goes, oh my, I feel like Buddy needs to go, oh yeah.
Oh no.
11.
Yeah, then the Kool-Aid will break in. So you grab it in the air quite easily. What it is, it looks like a bit of volcanic rock, but one half of it is glistening gold. And he just sort of like puts his hands on his chin and looks directly at you. One studies the art of alchemy.
Forgive me if I'm wrong. Did you turn this into gold, or did it come this way?
He proceeds to like just hold his face, his skeletal face in his hands. How many rocks do you see that are half gold and half volcanic?
Well, again, forgive me, I'm not entirely educated on gold and minerals and such, but gold comes from the ground and is often attached to rocks.
You don't know how he does this, but he sighs very heavily and turns and walks back into his room.
I toss the golden rock to Nathaniel. Does this seem legit to you? I trust your eye for gold.
It hits him in the chest and drops to the floor, and he goes, "Well, it hurts like gold, lad." He picks it up and like inspects it a little bit, and then tries to like bite it with his teeth. And, like, it's a bit on the acidic side, but I'd say this is gold, lad.
So, all this treasure that everybody's been talking about, maybe he could make even more of it for us. Maybe we don't need to do much at all. Just have him make us some money to fix the ship up.
He pulls out a knife and then like scrapes it across the gold, but as soon as he does, it disintegrates off like where it's scraped, and then there's just more of this volcanic rock underneath. So literally, whatever he's done is put a gold plating over it, but not real gold. And Nathaniel saw like, "Oh, would you look at that?"
I see. More of a facade than anything, then.
Is that what you call a fool's gold?
It wouldn't be far off, lass. However, it raises some possibilities. If people aren't daft enough to look too closely, you might be able to pull it off.
Are we moving on from a heist to a counterfeiting operation, Nathaniel?
You son of a bitch, I'm in. Oh my god, I'm not. That's now going to be the next meme, isn't it? It's just going to be Trill's face all over Morty's.
Can I go into the room he just went into his lab?
I was literally going to ask, are you guys going to follow him into his abode?
I will.
So Buddy will follow you in, but stand in the corner doing his usual flexing things. Nathaniel will stand at the doorway on the other side and just keep an eye out. But he's there and he can actually see through. Still checking to see if everybody's in silence range.
Always in Pass Without a Trace range. How long do you think I still have on that, by the way?
I would say it's been about 40 minutes since you cast it, so about another 20 minutes on it.
I'd also say we have basically killed what we were sneaking from, so
Yeah, I feel like it's like everybody's stealthy while you walk through pools of blood of the enemies that you've killed.
Well,
I know.
there's
Yeah,
still that secret door that Troll found, so
I
might as
appreciate that.
well
Yeah, I appreciate that.
make use of it.
So walking into the room, I would like all of you to do me a perception check, please, as you like scour the room with your eyes.
I'm great at these.
As you do that, I'll explain the room to it. So essentially, there are a number of tables with various alchemic concoctions, burners, pots, strewn all over the place. There's also a thick layer of dust everywhere, spider webs. There's no bed. He's dead. Why does he need to sleep? There's an old, worn chair. And then there's a number of books strewn all over the place underneath the desk on like shelves on the walls, and there are a couple of charts of various ways, like mathematical calculations, because he's trying to concoct things that have never been done before, so he has to use, I want to say his brain, but obviously he doesn't have one of them. That does raise the question, how do necromancers and leeches think?
Got a magical brain.
Yeah, but you don't
Like his ghostly beard. There's a ghostly brain in there, maybe.
Fair enough.
Simon, I didn't keep track of whether or not I was still frightened or if I saved. So, but I rolled really poorly, so I'm just gonna say that I am still frightened because that should have been on me to keep track of.
That is fine, but I believe it's time for you to do another test.
Oh, okay. And sorry, for frightened, does that do I have disadvantage or is it just a straight roll?
It is a straight wisdom roll.
Wisdom saving throw, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
And we have... Yep, that's fine. You have rolled
Cool.
really
Alright.
badly the past 2 times, but yeah, you're fine now. You are no longer
Alright,
frightened.
well, I didn't, but I also did not see shit in my perception check still, so.
Oh, no, you didn't. So you spent your time shaking that off. So, Trill, Artemia, and Kai, I'm going to say you notice different things in the room. Kai. In amongst the books, you notice that there is a book with a golden embroidered lettering down the side that stands out through the dust, which reads Calverna Graver.
Read that? Was I just...
Sorry?
Kai can't read.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh no.
Kai just needs a pretty gold book.
Okay, so you notice a pretty gold book. You can't read what it says on the side. I forgot that she can't read. But at the same time, you notice that Buddy is staring at the same book. Artemia, on the wall there is a chart, a sea chart of like islands, and for the majority of it, it's very dirty, it's very worn, and things like that. But there are a couple of names that you pick out. One being Kirktongue, one being Veritas, and one being Isle de Morte.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
from that you can discern the direction and distance to Isle de Morte. Trill, around the room there are a number of items that are like the rock. They're like half gold encrusted or gold covered, including a skull, a human skull which is half gold, half not, a candle which is half gold, half not, and a sword that is half gold, half not. But in amongst them there is a pistol which is entirely gold bar the handle. The handle is ivory and jewel encrusted.
That's a fancy gun, I say to myself in my head. I am
sorry.
at the doorway still, so I'm going to shuffle in. And do I notice Buddy looking at that book? Because I hate the fact that the only person who noticed the fancy book can't read.
Well, I'm saying there's other things. I'm assuming like as you peer into the room or get close to the room, you'll see that it is up to you guys to communicate what you find.
Okie dokie. I think when I walk in and I see that gun, I'm going to nudge Artemia if she's close enough and just point it out to her. It's like, that could be pretty good for you, if he's willing to part with it.
Ooh, sparkly.
Eyes widen.
Big owl eyes with the cocked head.
And then I pounce on it to kill it.
I will pounce on it if no one else does.
Have you guys forgotten that you actually picked up a pistol at the beginning of the game?
I've got a musket.
I know you
That's
got
I
about
don't
it.
know I don't know who has that gun.
I think Kai
I've
picked
got
up.
it.
Yeah.
I've got it as a club.
Club goes boom.
Club goes boom.
Just from the wrong end and it shoots you in the kneecap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Trill's communicated that at least.
Buddy, what do you make of that book? Very pretty.
So Buddy, being the warforged that he is, he's got cogs for eyes, essentially, so like his irises are like cogs and they keep like turning slowly and like glow a little bit. And he, for a second, he sort of like shudders and like rears back and snaps back into the room like, "What was that, little lady? I didn't hear you."
Oh, I thought you were looking at the same book as I was. Like, I can't read, obviously, but it's very pretty. What do you think?
He looks at it and shrugs and goes, "Ain't got time for reading."
Trill, you like reading, don't you?
I mean, I'm accustomed to culture every now and then. I like my
I'm more of
art.
I'm more of a talking. You talk a lot. That's all.
I
Point
do.
out the book to him.
I'll take a stride over to it and pick it up. Is he watching us just start rifling through his stuff, by the way?
He's more interested in his burner. Every now and again, he like looks over his shoulder to look at all of you in his room, but then sort of like shrugs and goes back to what he's doing. He doesn't seem that concerned.
Oh, okay. And I will reach for the book then.
So the book itself is, as I said earlier, it's Cal Verna Graver in gold letters down the spine of it. Do you want me to spell that for you?
Yes, please. I was just going to ask that.
Cal, K-A-L. Vena is V-E-N-A, and then Graver, as in the brass heart of the graver. Brass heart of Graver, sorry.
Oh, I got that all. Cool.
Trill, do me a history check as you are inspecting it, please.
Yeah. And so, is that common, that language? Like, it's fine for me to read.
That's what you're doing, a history check right now.
Oh, okay. Here it comes. I was holding control and it did it at disadvantage because that's how D&D Beyond works.
It's alright. So...
15, I think, is the higher one.
It is Ancient Elvish, but a dialect of Ancient Elvish that you are not familiar with. You can roughly translate Calvina to be either memoirs or journal of.
Sorry, I'm scribbling notes furiously.
It's alright. Welcome to D&D.
As a general thing, because I'm a druid and I know stuff about nature, and obviously this guy is not alive. I just want to know, like, would I know what he is?
It's pretty obvious from your natural perception he is an undead. As to what classification of undead he is, I would let you do a nature check, just to try and maybe ascertain fully what it is, but I think you can tell from your eyes what it is.
11. Yeah, he's undead.
Yeah. He's a well. I'm trying to think. I think from your knowledge, you'd have some recollection of powerful necromancers, and that's just what to you. That is what this guy is.
Okay. Well, he seems to be kind of okay, and since I'm not scared anymore, I'm just gonna kind of wander over and like, I don't know. I have this potion. I have this bottle that I took from Ned's clothes. Let me pull open.
I think one of you has a random bottle you picked up in episode 1 as well.
I do.
Okay.
My mysterious white liquid that I've got.
White sparkly liquid, people.
I was
Sorry.
I was gonna. I don't have a color written down, but I was gonna like maybe tap him on the shoulder and just be like, "Do you by any chance know what this is? Could you identify it for us, maybe?"
He turns towards you and like he doesn't have eyes to look you up and down, but you can sort of tell that he's looking you up and down, and then looks at the bottle, and he like holds out his his thumb and his index finger to take it from you.
I guess I'll give it to him.
He takes it, and he doesn't even uncork it or anything. He just like takes one look at it and goes, "Well, it wouldn't do you any favors to drink it. It's a very crude form of poison."
I knew that guy was shady.
Perhaps. It's generally used to kill vermin, and he hands it back to you. 5 gold pieces, please.
What?
An alchemist services.
Yeah, I was about to say. I guess we did kind of ask for it.
But you turn things into gold. Why do you need our gold?
He turns around and just takes his hand across the desk and slams things all across the room, and then turns back to you. If he had skin, it'd probably be beet red right now. And he goes, "Does it look like gold to you? One's been trying for centuries. Well, decades, but I guess I've got time in my hands."
Well, we did take care of the people that were keeping you down here. Shouldn't that count towards the cost? Maybe you can go back upstairs to your mansion.
How many did you kill, my dear? And if you can't tell, I'm very agitated right now, but it doesn't show, does it?
Not really, unfortunately.
Very hard face to read.
There were 3 bandits, right, that we killed?
Yes.
DM?
Yeah, that's
There were
correct.
3 of them.
Oh, good. Only another 10 to go then.
Oh.
That's a lot more than we were aware of.
That'll be no problem.
Well,
Weirdly confident. Even though I backed out of 2 rooms in this house.
what if we go around and see how many more we can get rid of for you? And then that can be taken off the price?
He again goes to look at the watch that isn't on his wrist. I guess I've got time to kill, my dear. Excuse the pun.
So, just a question. If you've been in
Nice
here
way
for
to, like,
17 years, were you like this when you first entered?
Are you asking if I was a bit more fleshy?
Yeah.
Well, I met this wonderful guy called Nito, and he introduced me to the world of nudist beaches. And what's more nude than skeleton?
What?
I removed all my skin so I could be even more with nature.
Okay, I see.
Big commitment.
Were there any other skeletons on that beach?
Well, it was just me and Nito for quite a long time. It got rather weird.
Did you ever grow another bone for him?
Oh my.
I don't know, man. You're the alchemist here.
I think that's more biology, my dear.
Is Nito like you?
Just
As in
just bigger.
skeleton wise?
Yeah, it's just bigger and more skeleton appendages.
More skeleton appendages?
I will send a picture to the Discord because I'm making a joke that probably nobody's gonna get.
So tell me this, Kenneth. Do these other 10 stay here every night, or are they more of a loosely come and go bunch?
Again, I don't pay too much attention, but it's never the same faces. I guess they do come and go. Some sort of smuggler operation would assume that they would move regularly.
It would be hard to set a trap for people when we aren't sure when they'll return. I just put saying to the group in general.
Ooh. Ooh, that's an interesting
That's
picture.
That's a lot of skeletons inside a skeleton.
So to make the joke a little bit less meta, there is a character in Dark Souls, the first Dark Souls, called Gravelord Nito, who was the first of undead, and he's literally made up of lots of different undead. And then there is a YouTube video where somebody takes the mick and saying that Nito was really into nudist speeches. So he literally made a nudist speech of all his skeleton buddies.
He kind of reminds me of, like, you know, in Spirited Away, the spirit that like eats and eats and eats.
Faceless?
No
Yeah,
face.
him. He kind of reminds me of him if he had skeletons under his blackness.
Yeah. Nito's awesome. He's probably one of the best the best bosses in. Wait, is he a boss in it? I don't know. One of the best characters.
I've only played Bloodborne out of all the Souls games.
I've played all of them. I don't know why. I'm no good at
I
them.
would like to play them all.
I've not completed them. Anyway, we've got a little bit off track. But the thing is, every skeleton in Dark Souls, like in the original Dark Souls, they're never wearing clothes. So I think that's where the joke comes from.
Okay.
But yeah, the joke's not funny if you have to explain. And I also think we're filling dead time because I think we lost time for a little bit.
Oh, she's not
Luckily,
in the.
I'm here. I'm on my phone, luckily, but my Roll20's just having an absolute laugh.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Mine crashed when I
Yeah.
first tried to load in, and then I had to refresh to get in.
Damn technology. Why can't we go back to the age of Dungeons and Dragons?
The table.
Yeah, I miss in real life Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, we've just lost a load of people in chat. I guess they didn't like my Gravelord Nito joke. Oh no. But anyways, so yeah, the 10 people come and go. Obviously you've killed 3 people, so maybe there's another 10, or maybe he's just like getting a little bit muddled up, and there are only another 7, but you don't know.
Yeah. So
Well, while we're in here, just hey Artemia, did you point out that map to anyone? Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. I'm a navigator.
I was gonna ask Nathaniel what he thought about the map. So I'll point at it and I'll be like, hey Nathaniel, like look at this. Like I don't know, could he judge how old the map is?
Well, he'll walk
sorry,
in. Sorry, carry on.
because I remember when we mentioned the island, he said something like the Isle de Morte was like either an older name or there was a different older name for the island.
It was originally known as Novi, as that was the ship that discovered it.
Okay, so this one is actually this is a not so old map.
Yeah, so it's got the new name in it. I can hear somebody angrily flipping paper. I don't know who it is.
Oh,
I think it's Tiny.
No, Tiny's muted. Oh no, she's not muted. I don't know. It's not a problem, but I just thought there was like some anger issues with her paper there. But so Nathaniel will approach over and start looking at the map, but he'll also encourage Cordelia to take a look at it because obviously he'll be aware that she is a navigator of sorts.
Yeah, I think my phone did something wonky, but I found the old name of the Isle de Morta. It was Novi.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I will go over and take a look at the map. Can I do like some kind of check to figure out if I can see anything that would be useful, I guess?
Well, in addition to that, I'll also remind you to the book you picked up last week, where it actually was it tide charts for.
I have written down Naval Almanac for the tides, and I have written down that Artie took it because that was the last time that my phone did a weird thing.
So it's a naval almanac listing the tide times for the area of coast around Isle de Morte.
So that was the book.
That was the book, yes.
I have that already has that, and I don't think I ever looked at that because my phone was glitching on me, but just looking at the map, is there anything that I would be able to glean from it in terms of like distance, direction, any landmarks, like a reef or something? Or
as I said earlier, using this map, you will be able to discern the distance and direction of Isle de Morte from using the reference points of Kirkton and Veritas. You'll be able to tell which direction and how far away it is.
which direction and how far away is it?
It is south-southwest, about 100 miles.
And is there anything that I can see on the map in terms of like, is there a reef that I have to look out for, or like strong currents, or I'm not entirely certain what information is on
The map itself
naval
isn't
maps.
that detailed, unfortunately.
Okay. Thank you.
Was that the book that you guys got from the upstairs of the mansion?
No, when you were in room number 22, when you and Cordelia were in there, there was the 3 books, and one of you took 2 of them.
Oh yeah, and oh yeah.
So who does have that book?
That was you. That was Artemia. I only took the parchment with the ship Morse code.
Okay. So, fourth wall breaking in a way, that book will give you more details about the surrounding waters around Isle de Morte. So using that in conjunction with the map, you would probably be able to plot a safe travel route to Isle de Morte.
I will ask Sir Kenneth.
Sir Kenneth.
You're just Kenneth? Okay.
Indeed. Well, however you'd like to address him.
Mr. Alchemist. I've noticed that in the surrounding area in the mansion, and here you have a map and charts for this island called Morte. Like, have you been there before?
Not that I remember, my dear. One hasn't travelled in a fair while, though, and all these islands start to look the same after a while.
Do you remember anything maybe specific about that one, or is it just muddled?
I could tell you its meaning. The Island of Death.
Thank you. That was appreciated.
Do maybe you know more of it under its former name, of Novi?
I believe that was the name of the ship that discovered it, but as I say, I don't travel that often anymore. I've also devolved my voice a little bit. I need to go a little bit more regal. Ah.
Well, I think we're going to try and help you with these smugglers, the remaining ones at least, if they do show their faces. I also have a vial that I'm curious about. If we can take a look at that and include it in the price of us helping you out. And I pull out the vial of sparkly white liquid and hand it out to him.
He begins with, well, I haven't promised any. Give me that vial right now.
Eyes only first.
Do me a sleight of hand check.
Okie dokie.
He's literally walked up next to you at this point.
A 23.
Okay, let's do a opposing one. No. He goes to swipe it and you pull your hand back so he doesn't actually catch it.
Look. Eyes first. You looked for Cordelia's pretty quickly.
Yes, because that was common garbage. That boy is something extraordinary.
I do want it back. I hand it over.
For somebody with a gambler's cutlass, you're far too trusting.
I own the gambler's cutlass, so I could hack away if I need to.
Give me 1 second. I just need to make sure I've still got that. No, that's not that interesting. Give me a second. I just need to generate a new item. Potion. Apparently, Crab Island rum is a potion. Oh, that's actually. Oh, I've only got one person in chat, so I can't ask them for advice. I'll give it to you guys. Something really ridiculous or something really mundane?
Obviously, the ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Okay. This, my boy, is a very addictive narcotic, but its benefits are godly. They say it's distilled from the tears of a kraken.
Now that is interesting.
It is known as the Forgotten Potion. I know you're there, Full Metal, but I can't really get like a multitude of votes from one person. Sorry. The one person in chat not happy with me saying that the chat's not there.
So these godly abilities that this potion has, are you willing to divulge those?
Of
Or is that
course. To be perfectly honest, I don't have any muscles, so I can't really get the benefit of this elixir. And he hands it back to you.
Thank you.
After drinking that potion, your strength, this is out of character actually, your strength will become tenfold. So I'll DM speak now. For 1 hour, your strength stat changes to 29.
Jesus.
Wow.
But, he continues, however, once that hour's up, you'll suffer the after effects of the potion. The withdrawal symptoms, so to speak. Every high must come with a painful low.
A give and take. All magic comes at a price.
He sort of looks at his half gold things, like, you speak the truth, my boy.
Super steroids and then super depression. Sorry.
Okay. Should we start looking around for these other captors of yours then?
Hold. These withdrawals, though. How bad are they?
Have you ever fallen down a flight of stairs, my boy?
Almost about 20 minutes ago, yeah.
Well, imagine that doing that 3 times. Then there you go. And then you'll spend the rest of the time trying to get to the top of the stairs again.
I think I understand. Thank you.
Give me a second. I'm just going to pester people because one view is really low. It's our 10th anniversary. We have to. But yeah, I'll let you guys carry on as I pester people.
I'm a little concerned about these bandits. I just look at everybody. He says they come and go, and what if they don't show up for like a week? How long are we willing to stay here and try and deal with this?
Well, we have to keep looking for that other thing that Nathaniel was looking for, weren't we?
For his friend Bob. Yeah, for his friend Bob.
It was a jewel, an amethyst.
Yeah,
That's what I
that.
did,
So we have to keep looking for something anyways. So might as well go through and see what we can find and get rid of while we're at it.
Keep poking around. There is that door I found on the opposite side of the room that could lead on. Maybe a vault or something.
What's
And
that
hopefully...
you're looking for? Did I hear right? An amethyst. This is Kenneth interrupting you.
I'm just like, oh crap. No. No, you must have misheard.
I may not have ears, but actually roll me a persuasion check before I continue that sentence. Poised, ready to roll a d20.
It's done. 10. It's the thing I'm supposed to be good at.
It's a 5. He failed. My ears... I don't have ears anymore, so... You're probably right. And he turns back. I also love how none of you reacted to him, like, throwing a tantrum and, like, smashing all those things everywhere.
He's a skeleton. I don't really know how to act around him. It's the first nice skeleton man I've met. And we're going to go and take a look around, see if we can find some more of these bandits for you. If any of them turn up, you need help, you give us a yell.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be fine.
Has he turned away from me?
He's sort of like gone back to his little desk now.
I'm going to try and take the gun.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
$12.
Yeah, no, he saw you. He got a nat 20.
Oh no.
Thank you for the raid, gamer kid dad fam. And people are firing missiles at me now. Hello.
Nice.
So yeah, it literally as soon as you like reach out, he turns, and I'm assuming you're gonna stop dead as soon as he looks at you.
I notice him looking at me. I'm going to pick it up, but turn to him instead of trying to hide it. I'm going to turn to him. This is wonderful work. Did you turn this to gold, or did it come this way?
Once again, you have no idea how a skeleton does this, but he sighs deeply. Like, it was a present from my, let's just say, friend.
Oh,
One does not use it for shooting, though, obviously, but...
Oh, no. It's beautiful work, beautiful work. Now place it back.
Let me guess, you wanted as payment for clearing out the bandits, or smugglers.
Oh, I would never ask such a thing, but if you're offering, I mean, it's such a beautiful thing, I don't know if I could turn that down.
He walks over and picks it up and like gives it a little bit of a look, and he sort of goes, return with the job complete and we'll speak again about it. One has some sentimental attachments.
That is very fair of you, Kenneth. We will do this for you. Have no fear. And I turn around and I'm just like give a sorry look at Artemia. I'm just like, sorry. That's right.
Shall we start going then?
Yeah, I start walking towards the door and with everybody.
Okay, I'm just moving. I'm guessing you're going over this way, so I'm moving Nathaniel in. Oh, sorry, Kai. Did you want to say something?
Can I be the last one out?
Yeah.
And can we say, while everyone's been sort of chatting, talking about pistols and Kenneth and stuff, I've been stroking the little silk pouch with the 2 quartz in it. And I just want to start saying to the alchemist, like, Mr. Alchemist, sir, I'm very sorry. I smashed your desk upstairs, and I feel really awful about it. I found these in a fireplace upstairs, and I'd like to give them back to you. I'm very sorry for smashing your desk. And I'd sort of pop them on his desk.
He walks over to you and like looks at the quartz and then looks at you and goes, and then places his hand on your shoulder and looks directly. His black hollow eyes look directly into yours, and he's like, "Don't worry, my child. I hated that desk anyway."
Kai's so sweet.
Follow out. I'm hoping Artemia left, I'm sure.
Sorry, yeah.
Kai, do me a perception check, please. That's it. Slowly coming. Oh lordy, it's coming.
Yeah. My word.
Where he touched you on your shoulder is extremely cold. Not like painfully cold, it hasn't done any damage to you, but his touch is ethereal. Which you would expect from a skeleton.
Yeah.
Okay.
Simon, was it Kai or Artemia who was with me when I found the book upstairs? Do you remember?
I think it was
I think it was
Artemia.
me.
Yeah, I think it was Artemia.
Yeah, okie dokie.
I'm pretty sure Kai was like, yeah, that's books, not touching that.
Oh yeah, that would make
Yeah.
sense.
Did you take the book that you found in there, the graver one?
Yeah, I kept hold of it. I never put it down, and I've left. So if he didn't notice me, then hopefully.
No, I don't think he was that fussed about it. So you're going into the secret area now, is that correct?
Yeah, I walk over to the corner where I found it, and I'm just like, it was over here. It's behind these. I think it's behind these shelves. They're not really.
Has that revealed? Yeah, it has revealed stuff for you. So it goes into like a stone passageway through the wall, and then into an open area with passageways. There are a number of lit torches to keep you going. I'm just going to quickly make sure that there are no enemies waiting for you. Give me a second.
I'll just step across the threshold, but no further.
Okey-doke. I don't know if you can...
But no further.
Yeah. You shall not pass. So I'm guessing... Can you just about see the numbers that I've marked on there? Because there should be a number 25 that you can see currently.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Yeah. 20. Okay. So yeah, there's the passageway. It is up to you to proceed which way you go.
Can we do a perception check to see if we hear anything in the caves?
Are you just hearing out, or do you want to do a general perception check?
I just thought like the passageways are very thin anyway, and like it would echo if there was someone in there. So
I will ask again, are you doing one to hear people or just a general perception check?
To hear people.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. You can all do that if you're all currently in there.
Okey-dokey.
Woo, another 2.
To make room, I would probably walk down the stairs to let
Yeah.
room for everybody else.
Yeah, there's probably enough room for you all to fit in there anyway currently. Kai and Artemir and Trill close to get together again. So. Trill and Artemir, you don't hear anything. Kai and Cordelia, echoing around the cavern, there are voices, but you're unfamiliar with the layout, you're unfamiliar which way the tunnels go. So there are people in here, but you do not know where.
I'm in here, but I don't know where.
I don't hear anything. Do you know a direction or anything?
I'll keep my bow ready.
I summon my cutlass into my hands because it's usually invisible.
Just following you.
Shall I lead the way then? I
Go
look
for
very uncertain to everybody. And I'm just going to start slowly going down the passage and trying to keep an ear out for what Cordelia and Kai heard. Or was it just Kai? Sorry.
Cordelia and Kai, I believe.
Yeah.
So if they've made me aware of noises happening, I'm going to be stealthy and try and keep an ear out to see if I can figure out which way it's coming from as we go down the corridor.
Okay, doke. I am just populating the areas.
As per usual, I am trying to keep middle of the pack so that everybody gets covered by my spell.
How much was left on that again?
20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. Okay, that makes some sense. I'm using tokens to represent certain figures. I will explain what they are as you come across them, but obviously... So are you travelling down into 25?
Yeah. I'm leading the way. I'm stealthily sneaking my way in, because I think people are around.
Trill, roll me a athletics.
Oh god, that's new.
Or is it acrobatics? Athletics. I'll go with athletics. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Okie dokie. Acrobatics would have been better. 5.
I feel like every time I ask you to do something, somebody always goes, I could have done this and it would have been better.
My acrobatics had a +3, my athletics is a 0.
Alright. Okay. Ah, there we go. That doesn't help. There's a green slime monster and there's a green slime hazard. Just to be... Dungeon hazards. Green slime. So, something drops on your shoulder. Oh, dexterity save. Oh.
I was gonna say, is it like acid? Is this like alien?
It is acid damage, yeah.
Oh, God. Dexterity save, did he say?
Yes, dexterity. Well, it should have originally been a dexterity, but I'll make you do another dexterity as well.
Okie doke. $22.
So it still splashes onto you, but I'm going to say you take half damage to take 3 damage.
Oh, okay.
But obviously it's like seared a little bit into you, so you know it's there now.
I take it I try to keep my pain noises low, and it's like, everyone be careful, there's something dripping from above, as I move in and tell everybody that.
As you view the green slime that is here, which I'll mark on the... you start expecting the rest of the roof, and you notice there's another patch here.
Okay, so I'll keep a mental note of that. And I'm just going to keep slowly moving through the room, keeping my eyes peeled for anything. And just pointing out the hazards as people come in.
Can I step through knowing that there's a slime?
I would ask you to do a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
I do the same thing.
Yeah, you get through undamaged.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, that was almost a 1, but yeah.
I know, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, you all get through fine. Let's roll for Buddy. Buddy's fine. Just. And Nathaniel is fine. So
We a dexterous bunch.
it's only Troll that took damage.
Makes sense, I'm always the one going down and getting hurt.
So there's nothing. It's a cavern. It's just part of the network, but there's nothing actually in here. It's just an empty, carved out bit of the passageways. There's a slime, obviously.
Is there anything down south? Or is that like a dead end?
Just because there is darkness, my dear, does not mean this is the end. Yeah, no, there's an extra passageway here. If it'll let me reveal... There we go. I'm going to say from your natural perception, the voices are louder.
Ooh.
I will... There you go. Number 26.
Can everyone hear that now, or is it still just Kai and Cordelia?
I would say they've made you aware of it, so you're all aware of it, and you're all, from your natural perception, you can tell that it is getting louder.
So without like speaking, I'll like point in the direction of where the voices are coming from, and like put my finger to my lips and try and sneak up to the corner and try and get a look into that room.
Okay. Give me a second. So you get to the corner.
Dodging the slime.
Yeah, do me a check then.
No. Was it the dexterity save again, or the athletics check?
Dexterity.
Okay.
With advantage, because you know it's there.
Oh, okay.
You've passed, so it's fine.
Okay, cool. There's a 10 and then a 22.
As you get closer and you stick your head around the corner, because quite literally you are clinging to that wall looking around the corner.
Yeah.
Natural cavern. The roughly circular natural form cavern is about 25 feet in diameter. Inside, there are 3 smugglers who are standing around, not looking to... Well, they're on alert, but they are also just like kicking the dirt and like waiting for something to happen. So they're poised, ready to fight.
Okay.
So I believe Cordelia gives you the stealth bonus as well. So do me a stealth check.
Right, okie dokie. Oh dear me. That was a natural one.
So 16.
Yeah.
And the winner is you. They don't notice you.
Ooh. I thought I was dead.
The natural one.
Yeah, it was a natural one. Does that mean it was just a failure no matter what, though?
No, critical failures and critical hits are only applied to attack rolls.
Oh,
Skill
okay.
checks do not suffer the natural one automatic fail.
Okie dokie. Cool.
They should, in my opinion. When somebody does
I'm-
roll a natural one, I tend to do something funny, like if they're using
Yeah.
thieves' tools, they snap them in half.
I'm happy for you to do that. I don't mind. It
To-
was a one.
It is a natural one, but because of Cordelia's plus 10, it's not really a natural one, is it?
Oh, okie doke. Whichever. I don't mind. Whatever you feel better doing.
Mhm.
Slightly off track, there is a thing that got released recently, which is a deck of critical hits and critical failures, and I might pick that up, so when we do a critical hit or a critical failure, it can be a bit more cinematic.
Nice. That sounds pretty cool. Okay, so if I haven't been seen by them, I'm gonna sort of creep back from the rocks a little and tell the rest that there's 3 of them in the next room. Just with my hands, so hopefully they understand.
Persuasion check, please.
I'm doing like charades. It's a 20.
Okay, so you clearly communicate with your hands in a manner that the guys can easily pick up on.
It's like baseball signals.
That's what I was thinking in my head. Yeah, like
But as you're doing this, Buddy and Nathaniel at the back just sort of looking at each other and then looking at you, going, I think he's more batty than you, lad. And that's saying something because you're made of bolts.
I have had a day. It's been a bad one for Troll. This is like his longest day ever.
Yeah, actually it is.
yeah.
And the
So,
tentacles still
Grill
to
and the
come.
no good, very
Yeah.
bad day.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hold until the others move a bit closer up,
Okay.
or do whatever they want to do.
So I'll let you guys quickly discuss what you want to do, because as soon as you get to about here, it's go time. So obviously they will notice you, and it's either whether you're rushing in.
I'm
We get
going
like
to
an
assume-
attack up to... Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna ask if my starry form would have worn off by now, because if it hadn't, I would have dropped it. So I'm not glowing anymore.
I would assume that you would have, as you've gone like back into stealth mode, you would have turned it off. Because it
Yeah.
would. It's like, do we have a lantern over there?
Yeah. So I'm not glowing anymore.
Okay.
If we attack them around the corner, would that be like a surprise attack kind of thing, so we all get around before they start?
So I will say, if you rush in now, you will get an attack of opportunity. However, there is that goo on the ceiling. So rushing in, you will be doing checks, but you won't be getting advantage to it. But you will get an attack of opportunity. If you take your times to get into position, you will not. You'll have better chance of avoiding the goo, but there is a more chance of them spotting you getting ready.
Yeah.
Unless you have some ingenious plan of how to circumvent all of this.
I can bless 3 of us. If your dexterity is not the greatest.
My dexterity is my second best skill, if I do say so myself. So save it for the others if they need it.
I was just going to say, Trill, you're on the other side of the goo, so you're fine.
We could have a
Tight.
few of us go around. So go back through that goo, the top goo, Real
We know
quick.
that leads it.
And go around.
And attack from two sides.
Yeah.
That could work. I'll stay here if you want to go around.
I might go with I might urge like Buddy and Nathaniel to come along. So
Okay.
so that there's a front line on that side. Joe's already the front line on his side.
Well, I'll
I'm a
move these.
one-man front line.
I'll move these guys over here. They'll do the checks to try and get through the goo. Buddy gets fine. Nathaniel, fine. Atamir, could you do me a dexterity? Yeah, you're fine. So Nathaniel will move over there.
I'll be right behind Billy. Buddy.
Gamer Kid Dad Fam, thank you very much for the follow. So you guys are poised, ready to go. Kai and Cordelia, would you like to try and get past the goo and into position?
Are we both able to stay in like one spot? Because you said once we get here, they would see us, right?
You can live there. You have to
Yeah, I'm going to say you'll be able to get to here.
squash
Okay.
up. Stuck in, squash up against the wall.
Yeah, you sort of like hugging the shadows.
All right. I guess I will try and move down there.
Yep.
Dexterity saving throw, right? And
Yeah.
with advantage, or
With advantage, please, because you're taking your time to get ready.
I still don't know how to do with advantage, so I'll just roll twice.
Yeah, you're fine. Essentially,
Okay.
as soon as your first roll's fine, then you don't really need to do the second one. It's only with disadvantage then that's an issue. But you are fine as well, Kai. So you've all avoided the goo. I'll tell you something after this fight. When you were getting ready up here at Atamir, and Nathaniel takes across, you see him sort of like stick his ear out down this corridor over here, and he sort of signals to you like, "Hey, lass, I think there's some more down this way as well."
Okay, I'll peer around the corner from where he is.
From where you are, you can see.
Can I see something from where I am, or should I go next to him?
Well, unless you go down that corridor, you're not going to see anything. But you can see like there's the lit torches, and there is like a mouth into a bigger room. But that's as far as you can see. You can't see anything beyond that.
Okay, maybe we should have a Buddy keep the rear in case they try to come down once they hear the fighting.
Are you giving a command to Buddy?
Well, I'm kind of saying this to Nathaniel and Buddy, basically. Like, Buddy, keep the rear.
And do you know what Buddy's response is?
Oh no.
Cordelia, can you just quickly measure to see how big your cone is?
I think he's probably out of the range. Yeah, by 5 feet.
Oh,
no!
Oh yeah!
Go, go, go! That was the signal!
Yeah, unfortunately you've lost your element of surprise.
Oh, bugger off!
Freaking
on.
Buddy, man.
If I just
Okay,
said this
well,
to
I guess if we
Nathaniel,
heard
would
that-
said nothing, huh?
Nathaniel sort of like looks at you, pulls out both his pistols with a big grin on his face, like, if he didn't do it last, I probably would have.
Of course.
Goddamn cheeky bastards.
Oh,
if
you
if we had
cheeky
heard
ba-
that, would we have? Oh, sorry.
So no, go for it. I'll just make another joke.
If we had heard that, I'm assuming we would have been like, oh shoot, and just started
Yes,
at it.
that is literally the go. But as you do, Guy, could you put your token back, please? You're
Already in there.
you're not that go. Just then, one of them turns around and Guy's just looming over him like, "Hi." Yeah, unfortunately, because of that, you guys, it's taken you guys by surprise as well, hearing Buddy echo through the caverns. So you all go, but you won't get your round of surprise right now.
Can I call out, "Run! It's the Kool-Aid Man!" And like everyone just goes into a panic.
Joke's on you. I like kicking down doors. And so we'll put turn order. If you give me a second just to clear it. Yes, if you start rolling for your initiatives, please. I am going to tell you now. These are probably going to be your initiatives for the foreseeable future.
Oh, it probably alerted the entire other room as well. Nah.
I clicked my token, but it didn't do it. It didn't do the thing, but I got a natural 20.
Oh, well, I'm dubious now. So, 22 for you, Cordelia. Could you roll me another d20, please, Cordelia? Yeah.
D20.
And could... Trill, could you roll me another d20?
Yes, sir.
I believe. Are you something daft like plus 12 initiative? Plus 12? No, plus 6. He's not that daft. 4, and you are plus... How is the robot plus 3 initiative? And then... These go... Artemia, could you roll me a d20, please?
Aye, aye.
So they're 11. Thank you very much. And the winner is Cordelia with 22. So you get to go first.
Oh boy. Okay. Let me just quickly see what I've got here. I'm just gonna throw a produce flame at them.
It works.
So I'll aim for this. Yeah. The things were in the way.
If you give
I'll
me
aim
one
for.
Can you see the little red dot next to him now?
Yes.
So yeah, I'm gonna mark them red, blue, and green. Yeah. So there you go. It makes it a bit easier when you say who you're aiming for.
Okay, I'm gonna aim for red.
Thank you.
And we'll roll.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 5 damage. Do I have anything that I can do for bonus action? I don't really want to use my... I think that's it for me, because I don't really want to use my my starry form, because I only have one left. So, yeah, that's my turn. I just lit him up, and he's on fire now.
So he takes, when he activates, he takes d6 damage, is it?
I think so.
Yep.
I had looked this up, but I forgot to write it down.
Oh, that's
and I should probably do that.
It sounds about right, doesn't it? Trill is your go. To be honest, I can have a... While you're doing that, I can have a quick look, can't I?
I'm still thinking. I could blow like both my spell slots and do one really cool move, or I could blast them.
So anyway, I started blasting.
I'm going to save it in case the other room's even worse than this room. I'm going to move first, though.
So the internet says the creature on fire takes d10 damage at the start of its turn until it takes an action to douse the flame.
Hey, that's pretty good.
I'm going to run up on Red and try and slash him with my cutlass.
Go for it. Just do it.
I'm doing it. 17.
That's a hit.
And it's with the Gambler's Cutlass, so I'm going to roll a couple of d6 maybe. Four. Keeping it going. 8. Keeping it going. 10. One more.
Oh,
12.
so close to being a 1.
Maybe one more?
Yeah. So
That's 14 now?
14 plus 3, so 17 in total.
Yeah.
Are you happy doing that?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop there because that's a
Okay.
lot of 2s in a row.
So you run up and you do some fancy swashbuckling action, and he looks a bit bewildered from the death from 1,000 cuts, but he's still standing.
I carve a T on his chest.
An O for owned. Actually, a T. I'm guessing for Trill, but all I thought
Yeah.
of was South Park with T. T is for turtle. Anything else, Trill?
I'm good. That's me.
Okay. Artemia, it is your time to shine.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna be face palming as I move up. And I will hit Mr. Green.
Okie doke.
I just measured, and if I had been standing where Kai was, he
It
would
would've
have
been
gotten the
fine,
plus
yeah.
10.
It
Oh,
happens. You hit. And do 13 points of damage. So that puts you down to a. Yep.
Thank you. I rest my case.
So the arrow lodges into his shoulder, and you hear like a bit of a whelp of pain from him.
Just trusty, consistent damage.
Anything else out of me?
Nope.
So Nathaniel's gonna shuffle past you and like, "Excuse me, lassie, time for me to do some work." He aims his pistol at the guy, and actually, has he got anything better to do than shoot his pistol? No, I think shooting his pistol is like pretty much the only thing he's shot. So that's a 22, so that hits. He's tagging green again, and it does D10 plus 5. So he does 9 points of damage to the guy. Bonus action. Who's next? Hey, Kailas, can you hear me?
Yep.
I want you to hit him really good.
Is it not that time?
So you get an inspiration die, Tyne.
Sweet.
You can either use it on an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. And you get to keep it for 10 minutes, but as soon as you use it, it goes away.
Yeah.
I've actually just realised that is actually hurting quite bad, Nathaniel. Scout go! So...
Red takes fire damage.
Yeah, do you want to roll the damage for it?
It was D10, right?
It was, yes.
Ah.
If you roll max damage... Oh!
Ooh.
Ooh! Ooh, if you'd rolled max damage, he would have been dead, but he's got 1 health point left.
Darn it!
So literally, the fire spreads across his entire body, and he's going to spend an action trying to pat the flames out. But yeah, he's not looking healthy at all. Trill, he will attack you with his short sword.
That's the downside of what I did.
So that is a 12, so I think that misses.
It does indeed.
And he swings for you again and gets a 13, which is a miss as well, I believe.
It is.
So yeah, he's that bad that he can't actually do very well against you.
He's heavily burned.
He's a burnt boy. Mr. Green is going to pull out a blunderbuss and aim it at Nathaniel.
this Reservoir Dogs now?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So he gets he doesn't get his proficiency, so that is a 13. So he misses, Nathaniel. Mr. Blue, is going to walk there and he's going to pull out a blunderbuss and aim for Cordelia. And get a 15.
That's my AC, and it's not melee, so I can't use the quarterstaff thing.
I'm sorry about this. He does
Oh,
13 points of damage to you.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
That's not a joke.
okay.
Cordelia's been shot.
By multiple things. Kai, it is your go.
Stomp, stomp, stomp. I am raging.
Oh.
Ooh, 8. Ooh, fun. A bottle of... Throw that up.
You know, I'm going to switch the music up. Let's have some battle music. Because I feel it's a tense moment currently.
A bolt of light shoots from your chest. Another creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of your next turn. Until your rage ends. You can use this effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action.
Okay, who would you like to target?
I'll go for red.
So, what save was it again, sorry?
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Redman had a day.
He gets a 13.
Oh, I think that beats my thing. I'm gonna... Oh, I'll pass it. Oh no! Spell save DC 13.
Yeah, he equaled it, so he passes it.
Oh, he equaled it. Nuts. Okie dokie. I can do that again. And then I'll smash this guy in the face.
I feel like Andreas should be here going, why not more rage? But yeah, go for it.
Oh, why am I on the advantage? Why?
So that's an 8.
Can I say I use my inspiration dice then that I got?
I believe you can use it. You could just declare you're using it at any point. What did you roll? What is it? So it's 8 plus what? Sorry.
8 plus.
Oh no, so it is just 8, isn't it? So the inspiration
Yeah,
dice. Plus. To hit him, you need a 5 or a 6 on the inspiration dice.
Huh?
Roll a d6, and if you get a 5 or a 6, you hit him.
Alright, okay.
There you go, you hit him.
Hey!
So essentially, his AC is 13. So literally, you're rolling 8, and you needed to set the inspiration die to buff it up.
Oh, I misunderstood what inspiration dice was for. Okay.
Yeah, you roll a d6 and add it to your score.
Right.
Ooh.
Ooh.
He hasn't been damaged
Sweet.
yet, though, has he? So 28. Yeah. Okay, cool. He's taken an axe to the chest and he's heaving, but he's still okay.
Thank you.
'Tis Buddy. So this is the problem with having so many NPCs that do so many different things. He's going to activate and he's going to walk up next to Nathaniel, and he's going to firebolt green. So essentially, he reconfigures his arm into like a little projector thing and shoots out a ray of fire and gets a 16 and does 2d10. 8 damage, so it's not enough to kill the guy, but he's singed as well. Back up to you, Cordelia.
Hey, well, I'm gonna be like, ow. And so I'm gonna try and light blue on fire.
Okay.
So, produce flame plus.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 3 damage, but he is now on fire.
Nice. It's actually pretty good, that.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Trill.
Can you
That's
cauterize
me.
your own wound? You've got-
I assume it's Trill if you finished, Cordelia.
Yep, I'm done.
Cool.
Okay. Red's like on death's door, but I really don't want to just waste my time on him at the minute.
To be honest, red and green are on Death's Door.
Then. Okay, I'm gonna. No, actually, no. I don't know. I'm torn. I don't know if the other room is alerted by a buddy, or if I do this, if I'll alert them. I'm gonna play it safe in case the other room hasn't been alerted yet, and I'm going to stab him, the red boy in front of me.
Okie doke.
That's a 12.
That is a miss.
Yeah, I think I'm done. My bonus actions are too big.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Artemia, you're go.
I'm just gonna say, I'm pretty sure I asked Buddy to stay behind in case the other sounds came our way. But you know.
Well, I think in his mind he's blocking the passageway.
Alright, I will move slightly forward then. And shoot Mr. Green again. Because that's what I do.
Okie doke. That is a hit.
Wada!
So you strike him in like the chest area and he slumps to the floor. Deed.
He did. That's me. I might just actually like tap on Buddy and Nathaniel's soldiers like, remember there might be more coming. That is all.
Okie doke. Nate. So if you just give me 1 second. Right, so Nate is going to jump into the thick of it, and he's going to try and stab Red. Blue's on fire, isn't he?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Can you attack twice? Yeah, I don't think he can. No. Oh. Oh, all right. No, he's actually going to walk up, put a gun directly in Blue's face, and pull the trigger. Because he does not get disadvantage when shooting in combat. And thank God it's plus 10, so that's a 15. And D10 plus 5. So he's going to do 14 points of damage, which puts that guy on death's door. Literally, you know what, that guy, as soon as he activates that guy, he's dead. So Nate's going to look pretty happy with himself. The scouts will activate. The guy will burn to death in front of all of you. And then the red will attack Trill again. Getting a 15.
I think that hits. Yeah, it does.
So he gets a D6 plus 2, doing 7 points of damage to you. And attacks again for a 11, which is a miss.
Good.
Kai.
Yeah. And there's one guy here. I will use my 6, 9, intelligence. Can you roll me a Constitution saving throw, please?
I will, yes. He gets a 10.
10. My thing is 13. So 1d6. 3 damage.
So Tyne, he had 1 health left.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah, I know.
He's dead.
Squish.
So yeah, they're all dead in a pile around you. Unfortunately, the area that they're standing around, there was like a little cook pot and like a stove thing here that they were stood around, like a campfire thing. But there's nothing else in this room. It's just a naturally formed cavern that they were standing guard in.
Do they have anything fun on them that isn't burned for the 2 that I burned?
So they have their weapons, cutlasses. They have bows and blunderbusses on them, but they're all not particularly well maintained. But the blunderbusses might sell for a decent price. They're guns, after all.
We've all got like haversacks, like backpacks that could store a decent amount of stuff, don't we? So we could shove a blunderbuss in each bag, maybe.
Oh yeah. It becomes very clear that carrying capacity in D&D can be a bit silly, knowing that a single person carry like 30,000 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll stick a blunderbuss in my backpack.
Yeah.
I'll grab one as well.
Would I know how to like get the bullets out so that it doesn't like blow while it's in my backpack or something?
I could say that you picked up the one that was discharged at you that hadn't been reloaded yet, so you know that it's empty.
Okay, I'll pick up that one.
Nathaniel will be able to remove the charges on the other one so they don't go off. Because he is well versed in the firearms.
Once he's done that, I'll shove a blunderbuss into my bag as well. And those gunshots might have alerted whoever was further down. So we'll move forward with caution. People might be alerted.
Yeah, so there's a 3rd blunderbuss if anybody wants to pick it up. Nope, cool. Alright, I'll move on.
Nope.
So, yeah, there's no other passageways other than this one up here. So, proceed. Although it does diverge here and here. Actually, we don't need that for now.
I'll stick near the back of the group. And now I'm going to take a healing potion. I'm going to use my healing potion.
Yeah, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I think Nathaniel
I'm
needs
10 health down.
Yeah, Nathaniel's on 20 hit points, so he might heal himself as well. Yeah, cure wounds, D8 plus 3.
The potions we have, are they 1d4 plus 4?
2. I always get this wrong with bloody healing potions.
I
If it's a regular one, it's 2d4 plus 2.
Thank you. I thought.
Okay.
Thought it was 2d4.
I make them.
So you've just recovered 10 as well. D&D Beyond. Sometimes you're a right pain in the jacksie.
I got 5 health back.
As you quickly get through these corpses and everything to like get trinkets or whatever, and Nathaniel's like, you see him like heal himself, and then he like looks around like, anybody else running a bit low?
I wouldn't. If you've got some that you don't mind sparing, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
I'm at 26 on 39, but I can also heal myself if you don't want to waste something.
I'm a giving person, lassie. He'll walk over and he'll touch you, Cordelia, to heal you, and he'll heal you 9 health.
9. Thank you, Nate.
Kai, were you a bit bad off as well?
I'm 39 out of 50, so, you know,
Um,
fair to me.
he'll wander over and place his hand on your shoulder as well. I won't say touch you because that sounds really bad. Have 4 health pack. That was a
Yeah.
whole spell slot, that. So, Buddy will return to guarding the passageway. Which way would you guys like to go? There is obviously room here and passageway here. I'm going to say, as you are sneaking, you're sticking to the walls and not actually, unless you tell me that you're going to stick your head into a room, I'm not going to assume you are.
Okie dokie. I'm going to hang back in the future. My perception isn't been the best lately. I'm a bit distracted, I'm sorry. I'm just going to stick to the middle of the pack and let someone else lead the way.
Don't worry, Nathaniel is coming with you. I'm just letting you move your tokens first.
Okay.
So once again, which way would you guys like to go?
Artemia, do you want to lead the way? Big owl eyes.
Okay. If I go to the fork here, can I roll perception to maybe try and hear where the noises come from?
I will let you. I will say your natural perception. There are a number of voices coming from this way, but there are also voices echoing from this tunnel. There are more voices from this way, though.
I will turn around and say, more bad dudes down that way. We're gonna go meet them, or we're gonna try and go around them?
Well, we've got anywhere from 6 to 9. No. 4 to 7 left to go.
I still have some abilities left. I could fight if we need to.
I've got lots in the tank.
Same.
Let's go.
Blood it is.
Peace was never an option. Not me first though, because like
Peace, but somebody else go first.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm a shooty, like if they come up close.
As you say that, Buddy, like, oh yeah!
Oh no!
Starts walking forward.
He gets the plus 10 this time.
Not if he runs off like that. God damn.
Can I be
30
level
feet,
with you?
30 feet.
Can I be level with you? That stealth check doesn't really matter when they all know you're here now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, freaking Buddy.
The gunshots as well, to be honest.
Yeah, Buddy yelled and then Nate shot first.
So, do you guys want to arrange yourself behind Buddy, and then I'll reveal this next area for you?
In the middle, where I belong.
So, number 27, storage cavern. This cavern, like the passage leading to it, is well lit by torches held in simple iron brackets around the walls. You can see 5 small bolts of cloth stacked against the wall to your left, and to your right are 8 small casks in a neat row. Within, there is somebody very similar to the scouts that you just killed in the other room. There is like a bandit-looking guy, and then there's a hobgoblin, which is this guy. So he looks human, but he's actually green and small and angry looking. And then there's a very regal looking bloke at the back who's got a hat on, but you can see that he's got a shaved head underneath. He looks very important. Give me a second. I expected you to have a lot more health than that, mate. Oh well. So yeah, you've already got your initiatives ready. So if you give me a quick second to sort out these guys. We'll have you guys all go as one. Could somebody roll me a d20, please?
Harry, I vote you.
Yay!
Wow.
So
There you go.
cool. I'm gonna mark them as red. The hobgoblin can be green. And then that boy can be blue. And the important looking guy can be purple. Kimmy, can you roll me a d20?
Nice.
Amazing.
Let's go.
Just a quick question. When I was taking my notes on what there was, I had a different screen open. Is Blue anything different? Is he another like bandit type person, or is he looks big and macho? Well, maybe not macho. Maybe
Yeah, he's a bandit. This guy's a scout, and this guy's a hobgoblin.
Okay, so bandit, scout, hobgoblin, important dude.
Important dude who you do not know his name, but he does have one.
Okay. All right.
Maybe he'll live long enough to tell us it.
Well, I'm gonna start with, what should I start with? Oh gosh, I have almost all of my spell slots right now. Are any of them wearing like a significant amount of metal?
Not really. They're all like swashbuckler pirate clothes, so nothing particularly fancy.
Oh.
Darn, I just really want to use heat metal on someone.
The hilts of their weapons are metal.
Yeah, but then if for weapons, if they drop it, then they just have to drop it and they don't have to take the damage anymore.
Oh.
I'm gonna start with a guiding bolt on the important dude.
Okay.
You know, 11. I don't think that hits, does it?
It actually does.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
His armor class is 11.
So, yeah, it didn't do much damage. 8 damage.
8 damage.
That was my action. I'm trying to decide. I know there's another fight, possibly still. But yeah. So I think for now that'll be me. I'm not gonna activate Starry Form for now. I think I might have just accidentally rolled a whole bunch of dice.
Oh yes, you did.
Ignore that. That was me just trying to mark off one of my free uses of Guiding Bolt. It only did 8 damage, and that was my turn, I think.
It's a waterfall of dice out of nowhere.
That was an accident. That was just me trying to mark off, because it's like a separate area where it marks off the uses.
It's an impressive
But,
amount
yeah,
of
8 damage.
Trill, you'll go.
Alright, so this time I'm going to do the stupid thing. I'm going to walk forward a couple of squares. I'm right next to Buddy. And then I'm going to cast Misty Step as a bonus action. It sends me 30 feet right behind here.
Yeah.
And then for my action, I will cast Thunder Wave at 2nd level, a 15-foot cube on all 4 of them.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm going to pop some fools, I hope.
So what do I have to do again? Is it dex saving throws?
It is a Constitution saving throw.
And if they fail, it's full damage. If they pass, it's half damage?
If they pass, it's half damage. If they fail, they take full damage and are pushed 10 feet away from me.
Right. So I'll do red first. Constitution saving throw of 10.
Fail.
So I'll move him there. Do you want to roll the damage and then it'll be applied to everyone?
Okie dokie.
Hi, Dark Shadow. And don't know why you love me. Nobody likes me. Your character's coming soon. Although you've already got one technically, but you're getting another one soon.
3d8 and it got an 8.
Okay, so so that was you. So you go down to that. This is the problem with combat. We have to like.
That used both of my spell slots that I have to do that move.
Hobgoblin fails, so goes into the wall and takes 8 damage. So you go down to that's simple math for me. Also, Alex, if you haven't seen it, there's a post in the 40k group for beanies. You might know some people that want to take part in that. You can't, because I know you'll turn up with a bloody knight. Blue. Passes, only takes 4 damage. And purple. What's 40k?
Fail, posh boy. Fancy man.
He passes.
Yeah, he's
Because I'm guessing what's the target? Is it like 13 or?
14's my spell save.
Well, yeah. My Dragonborn used to have that ability.
And that's me.
Right, so Nate. Nate will look at the guy that's being flung at Buddy and pull out a gun and shoot him, because that's what he does best. Getting a 14, which hits and does d10 plus 5. So we get 10 points of damage to him, so you go down to 14. Hey Lassie, you know how you hit that guy really well last time? I think you should do it again. Kai, have another inspiration dice.
Yeah, thank you.
Buddy is going to step to the side. And you know, he's just going to firebolt the guy again because it seems to be working really well for a robot. Yeah, it's working really well for a robot. I can't believe that's a cantrip. Oh, is it 2d8 rather than 2d10? Fire volts, 2d10. So he's just done 15 points to that guy and just incinerated him on the spot. So he's dead. Kai, your go.
Mago, for rage again. Yeah, well, that's fun. That's rage. I've got. Right. The table gonna give me 4. Ooh. Let's do it again. Without a weapon. A magic confuses one weapon of your choice that you are holding until your rage ends. The weapon's damage type changes to force and gains the light and thrown properties with a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. If the weapon leaves your hand, the weapon reappears in your hand at the end of your current turn. Fair enough. Hello.
So you can throw it essentially.
Yeah.
But
I'm a smashy. I get advantage for being that close?
you do, yes. Well, not for being that close, but for having
Oh, sorry.
Jill behind him.
Flank.
Flank.
If you hit purple, you get advantage.
Oh.
That hits him.
That's sweet.
It's a 10.
10 slashing.
Thank you for making my calculations easy. Anything else, Kai?
I think that's all mine. Yeah, that's me.
We just SWAT teamed this group real quick.
So the fancy guy, he takes a bag out from his waist, and he opens it up and reaches in and pulls out two little furry creatures and then launches them at you. He throws one to there. I mean, those things don't look too small, they actually look huge. And then he'll throw one
Excuse?
to there. He's literally just opened up a bag of holding and pulled creatures out of it.
Through gremlins.
Can't
at us.
creatures die in a bag of holding?
Depends if they've got food in there.
I thought it's about the air.
Magic.
Yeah, it's magic. Space wizards and stuff. It's a
Okay.
special bag of holding, alright? Have you actually got a problem with it?
No, I don't. I'm just having a laugh.
There you go. There's a problem with you. Actually no. It'll still do the full effect there. That's his action though, as he has a wicked grin on his face. Scouts go. So Hobgoblin is going to step to there and attempt to attack Kai. What does it do? Marshal once per turn. Ooh, alright. Once per turn. That's an interesting ability of the Hobgoblin. So Hobgoblin is going to attack you, Kai. I'll get a 21.
Oh, that definitely hits.
He is going to do 3 points damage, which will round down to 2. But then he will use martial advantage to deal an extra 7 points of damage to you, which is going to round down to 4. I'll tell you afterwards. Oh, I was going to tell you. So the last fight you had, you know, when you were over by the green goo.
Oh yeah.
If you could lure the guys through the green goo. You didn't need the help, but it was just something you could have done. Cordelia, your go.
All right. Well, seeing this thing get flung out and then approach, I am now going to light up in starry form, Archer.
Would you like me to describe these creatures to you?
Oh, yeah. Maybe do that before I do that, just in case it doesn't seem like a
They
big
are
deal.
small rodent-like animals native to many swamps and marshes. They look. The picture of them actually makes them look like a cross between a rat and a dog of sorts. They have a faint black stain around their mouths. Like it's a dusty, well, their hands and their claws actually. It's like a dusty stain. Once the fight's over, I'll give you a bit more. I'll tell you more about them, but.
Okay, well for now I'm just kind of looking at him going like, might want to harvest something from him later. But I'm gonna do another guiding bolt, I think.
Okay.
And this time I will aim for who do I want to aim for here? I'm gonna aim for green.
The Hobgoblin, yep.
Because there's a lot of people surrounding Kai right now. I don't want them to get an advantage. So I'm gonna do guiding bolt at green.
That hits.
20. Okay. So that's 16 damage.
Damn.
Cool, he only had
And
10 left. He's
they-
dead.
Sweet. Okay. Also, just a note, because nothing happened to purple, individually since my last turn, the advantage on him has worn away.
Okay.
So green is now dead.
And his bits are currently showering the party.
For this guy, do you think would it be a bonus action for me to like launch that bottle of dumb poison that I got from Ned's clothes? Would that be like to try and break it on him so that like he's covered in whatever was in that bottle? Would that be a bonus action?
I will let you do it. I'm guessing, are you going to uncork it first, or are you just going to launch it at it?
Yeah, I would uncork it first. If that would take a full action to cork it, I would just toss it at him.
Just because I think it's funny, I'll just let you do it all as a bonus action. Roll me to hit, please.
To hit, okay. The only thing to hit that I have for rolling to hit would be my quarterstaff, but I'll just use that roll.
Yeah.
15?
So they're not too hard to hit. So the bottle hits it. So I'm gonna roll a
God,
d20.
What if it's like Gremlins?
So 1 to 10, it doesn't break. 11 to 20, it breaks. It breaks on it. I'm gonna just give me a second to quickly check. Oh, the hobgoblin's dead anyway, so I'll just use that. Poison damage. So I'm going to say it takes d6 poison damage.
Okay. You want me to roll that or him? Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Just because something funny can happen now. I'll let you roll this. Can you roll me a d20, please? Because it's taking a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Cool. It fails. You suddenly see like it glow.
Oh.
And like out of its mouth, out of its eyes, out of its ears, and it ignites like a powder keg and explodes.
Oh.
The sooty, dusty thing around its mouth was gunpowder.
Oh.
And these things, if they ever take damage, they explode. Well, they have to do a test or explode. So
okay.
it dies. Takes damage. It must succeed a Constitution saving throw or explode. It dies. Each creature within 10 feet of it must make a Dexterity 13 saving throw. So that is all 4 of you.
Okay, Dexterity saving throw?
Yep. DC 13 Dexterity saving throw. So unfortunately you fail, Artemia, and I'll do Buddy and Buddy passes. Nathan fails. Artemia is fine as well. So this is going to be interesting. Cordelia takes 17 points of damage.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
It was worse than Gremlins.
Nathaniel takes 17 points of damage.
Holy moly.
So you're down to 13.
You okay, Cordelia? Yeah, I thought.
I didn't
Sounds
realise
fine to
poison
me.
was explodable. Buddy and Artemia take, so 17 halved would be 9 points of damage.
You okay?
Anything in the immediate area that is flammable sets on fire, but it's stone, so you're fine. However, there is the shouting from this direction. And round the corner comes another goblin. That was Cordelia, wasn't it? Trill, your go.
Okay. Well, my last move used everything I had, so now I'm just blasting and soloing people. So I'm going to stab the man in front of me.
Yep.
The blue boy.
Yep.
Is that an advantage because of
Yep, it is.
flanking?
Yeah, a lot of things went south in that turn, didn't it?
It's 17.
Oh, for some reason it's come up as a 0 and crossbow light to hit.
Wow, that's smart.
But yeah, 17 hits.
Cool. Okay. Oh, and it's the thingy, so I'll do it in here. S6.
Yep.
And it goes again.
Yep.
8. Again. Never mind.
So Trill has a sword called the Gambler's Cutlass, where he'll attack, and if he rolls, he can keep rolling a d6 until he chooses to stop, or rolls a 1. And if he rolls a 1, then he does no damage at all.
Yep, and that's what I did.
Unfortunately.
Bonus action. Oh, it's not tentacle time yet. I still don't feel like it. I think that's it. Yeah, I'm dead.
Artemia, your go. He shall assume the mantle of Green Boy.
I feel like I lost a turn there just because I have not shot anything yet. But
Yeah, you have. You shot. We've only. This is like the only. This is the second round of combat. You have shot something this combat.
no, I haven't gotten that itch yet. You know.
Oh.
I haven't got. Alrighty. How badly wounded is big boy, blue boy?
He's seen better days. If I'm perfectly honest, that first roll with Trill would have killed him. He didn't need to keep rolling.
Damn it.
Just to make it worse for you, Trill.
I'm always going to roll more than once.
Well, I'll make it easy on him. I'll just make sure he did it.
That's a hit. And that
Let's
is
go.
just enough to kill him.
Yep. That's me.
And Nathaniel sort of like brushed down his coat of like he's covered in soot currently from that thing exploding, and like, this is not my day today. And he'll turn around and point the gun at the goblin that's just come around the corner and shoot him. Oh no, D20, not D10. There we go. 24 hits, D10 plus 5. That is 11 points of damage. And then he is going to... You're dead, I don't need to keep your track. Use Second Wind to recover some health. D10 plus 1, that's not particularly amazing, but better than now. He will recover 2 health.
Nice.
Oh, for some reason I'm taking health away from him. Kai, it is your go.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry,
Right,
it's Buddy's.
Oh, but yes.
Buddy will go and try and finish the hobgoblin off. And get a 13, which is a hit. And do 13 points of damage, which kills the hobgoblin. Now it's your go, Kai.
Well, go for this guy's right in front of me. The beastie.
Okay.
Oh,
Boy.
Okay.
I didn't see any of that happen. Oh, did I?
I think you would have heard it. You would have heard it, but you wouldn't know what caused it because it is combat. Yeah.
Oh, I've rolled a
Yeah,
one.
I got all the healing.
11 hits it. I think it's only AC 11.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, I've rolled an advantage.
That's alright. So 30. That's actually critical strike. That apparently. Yeah, because you rolled it. It's because it's rolled it as an advantage. So 11 plus 11 total because it's including your rage, isn't it?
7 plus 2 plus 2. Yeah.
11. Kai, time, my friend. Roll me a d20, please.
Yep.
So it fails the Constitution saving throw and explodes.
Uh-oh.
We can all be in solidarity, having lived through explosions together. Hopefully
Trill
live.
and Kai, can you roll me a dexterity saving throw, please? Your target is 13. That
3.
isn't- Yep.
Can I add my... Oh, it wouldn't matter any.
No, it wouldn't.
Mine hung on 5 and then just tipped over to a 13.
So this is a bit funny because you're raging currently, Tyne. So you take half damage from this because it's not magical. So you both take. What did I say it was? It was 17 up to 18. 9 points damage each.
Okay.
And the fancy pants get to 40. So he survives and he takes 9 points damage. Survives, passes. And it is his go now because you've killed all his minions. So he opens up the bag again and reaches his hand in, and then he stops to go. Now that we're acquainted, why don't we just calm down a little, or maybe I'll pull another friend out of this bag.
Shut up. We've all been blown up.
Who's to blame but yourselves, invading in my caverns?
You're to blame. You pulled them out of the bag.
And I'll do it again in a second if you don't listen to what I have to say. Are you going to take him at his word, or are you just going to try and kill him?
I'm going to try and grab the bag off his belt.
You're currently in combat. You haven't broken from combat.
Oh, okay. Then on my turn, that's what I'm doing.
Anybody? Any of you? Are you just going to run him through? You don't really care what he has to say? No.
Whose turn
Well,
would it be?
technically, we have to if you don't want to pay your measly 5 gold to get your potion looked at.
We're poor, Artemia. We're trying to save all the gold we can.
Was that the end of his turn? Would it be my turn?
I'm just trying to decide how he reacts currently. Give me a second. So he fondles around in the bag a little bit, but obviously he doesn't find anything else. He's blown his load from the bag, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, right." And he pulls his hand out and points his finger like a gun, and he uses Scorching Ray, which I should have had lined up. You create 3 rays of fire that hurl them at targets within range. You can hurl them at one target or several. Make a ranged attack for each ray. On a hit, the target takes 2d6 fire damage. So he will nominate... What's the range of it? 120 feet. He will nominate Trill, Kai, and Buddy. So, Buddy...
Does he have to do it at disadvantage because it's like a range thing and we're both right on him?
It's magic. It's
But
not...
that's what you were saying last time for my range attack that we were figuring
Right.
out,
No,
and
you
we
said...
rolled it.
the way you described it was you produce it to make a ranged attack. Ranged attacks have disadvantage while in combat. Magic attacks, although done at range, do not have disadvantage.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
So is Starry Form a ranged attack or a magic range attack?
I will look that up.
Either way,
I
Mrs.
think
Buddy.
I think it's magic because it's a +6, which is my spell attack. Yeah, well, it says ranged attack underneath it, but +6 is my spell attack hit bonus.
But that might also be a proficiency to make a ranged attack as well. So we'll have a look at that after, because are you using it right now?
No, I'm not in any starry form right now.
Right. After this, I will look at your character sheet and I will give you a definitive answer. But yes, magic attacks do not have disadvantage. Ranged attacks do if there is somebody within 5 feet of you.
Oh, okie dokie.
Okay. It does say radiant damage if that makes a difference, but yeah.
Intelligence +3. 12 against you, Kai.
Miss.
Against Trill. 10, so he misses all of you with that. That's Cap. Cordelia, you'll go.
Okay, well, I'm kind of hurting from this. I'm just gonna kind of poke my head in here, and I'm gonna go starry form, but I'm gonna go starry form chalice, which I will throw the description up if I can find it. Starry form.
Just to clarify, I don't know if the wording is
Oh.
different in your thing.
That did not.
Archer. A constellation of an archer appears on you. When you activate this form, as a bonus action on your subsequent turns while it lasts, you can make a ranged spell attack.
Aha, yes, so it is magic.
Yes.
Although
Although you take the form of a
the
bow.
thing that that's like what it looks like on my body, not that I turn into a bow. But what I tried to display did not work, so I'm just gonna copy paste. I'm gonna go chalice.
Constellation life-giving goblet appears in you whenever you cast a spell using a spell slot that resolves hit points up to a creature. You or another creature within 30 feet of you can regain hit points equal to 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier.
Yeah, so I'm like a super healer right now. So with that, I'm going to heal myself with oh gosh, what have I got? I have only healing word on me, so I'm gonna cast a 2nd level healing word on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do that. So I regain 8 hit points, and who else among you guys is feeling pretty bad?
I'm at half health.
I'm quite okay.
I'm at...
And I think
Kai, how are you?
okay.
20 out of 50.
Okay, let me see. You're both within range. Who wants the healing more?
take it, Kai.
No, you can have it, Trill, it's alright.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm going to say that you're in a
Okay,
fight,
yeah.
you can't really have this discussion.
Nice.
That's true.
Okay, well I'll just
You've
heal.
given to
I
everyone.
guess. You know what? I'm gonna heal Kai. So
Oh.
she gets 1d8 plus my wisdom. So I don't have like a specific button for that. So d8. So 6 plus what's my wisdom modifier? +4. So you get 10 points of healing.
Yay! I feel
And
good.
so that was my bonus action. Is it possible for me to hold my action, or if he does anything else angry towards us?
You need to specifically say what triggers your reaction.
Okay, well I guess if he goes to hurt one of my friends, I will hold a produce flame to throw at him
Okay.
for my action.
So if he hurts somebody, you can produce flame at him.
Yeah.
Okay. Trill, you'll go.
Okay. So I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do before. I'm gonna make a grab for his bag of holding, just in case he does have more stuff in it. And I'm gonna put my cutlass up to his throat, and I'm gonna talk to him. If I can.
Sorry, that's 2 different actions. You're only going to be able to do 1 this turn.
Okay, doke. I'm gonna try and grab the bag of holding.
Do me a sleight of hand then, please.
$14.
Yeah, no, you don't grab it.
Damn it. I guess that's me.
Bonus actions?
I've only got the tentacle for bonus action. That's it.
Okay. Artemia, you'll go.
How bad is he looking?
You haven't hurt him in a while, so he's still pretty much near full health.
Okay, then I'm gonna shoot him.
I feel like if the answer was he doesn't look like he's long for this world, alright, I'm going to shoot him.
No, I would have ran up to him and hit him with my talon. I didn't want to kill him though. I don't know.
You do hit though.
12 damage.
Okay. Nate. Who's going to do Nate and walk forward and shoot him? 16 hits. 13 points of damage. Have you used your inspiration die yet, Kai?
No, I have not.
Okay. He won't do anything else then. Buddy is strangely going to... Should I do something different with Buddy? If anybody in chat has any strong feelings on it, but what do you guys think? Should Buddy do something different?
Well, if he's only been shooting fire for now, I feel like he should go up and do like a wrestler move. Do like a good punch.
Good old choke slam or something.
Yeah.
You know what, he's actually going to move to here. And you know, he'll grapple the guy. So,
Yeah.
he hits, then it's opposing strength checks, I believe. So, Buddy is strength +2, so that is a 3. And Sullen Bullet is... He beats him by 1. So, Buddy goes to grapple him, and the guy just sort of like... He's currently got his hand held out and holding Buddy in place with it. But that's pretty much Buddy's activation. Kai, you'll go.
Mago. Okay. Still raging. Still got my great axe. Gonna go for
Oh, that's
20
it.
to hit. I don't want to kill him. Oh dear. 16.
So literally, you hit him with your axe and like make him recoil in pain, but he's still alive. Catboy will then go not lightning bolts. What is magic? Magic missile. No, he's just going to do the fire ray thing again. So he'll choose Kai, Trill, and Cordelia. So, Trill.
Yeah.
He will... 13 misses you.
Yeah.
Kai, he will get a 12 misses you. Cordelia. Well, this guy is not a good wizard.
Oh dear.
3 strikes, you're out.
Well, I think that's 6 strikes, isn't it, for him? Cordelia, it's back to you again. He's literally...
He threw exploding hamsters a while ago, and that's it.
Yeah, his hamsters did more damage.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna kind of shuffle over here and just be like, well, if you want to talk, talk. And maybe I'll start looking through some of these bins or barrels or whatever these are. With like one hand with my eyes still on him.
I feel like that would look so clumsy though.
Chill, you'll go if Cordelia's not doing anything else in combat.
Yeah, I'm going to do, like I said before, I'm going to put my cutlass up to his throat and just be like, the odds don't look very much in your favour. I suggest, if you want to live, you speak.
Do me a intimidation, please.
It's coming. Oh, 15.
Right, so he is intimidated, so like he's holding up one hand in surrender. Trill, do me a perception check quickly.
Okie dokie. Oh, but that's a +0, no. A 14.
His other hand's back in the bag.
I really wanted that bag. Is that my turn? Because I've done the talkie and the threaten.
He has essentially surrendered. So, but yeah, he's got his hand in the bag, and that's the end of combat because he has laid down his arms, and he's like, "Well, I think Sunballet can speak to you now. That's what I wanted after all."
Hand out of the bag if we're going to have a civil conversation. I'd like to see your hands.
Oh, no. Sunballet likes to keep some assurances. You've got the knife, you've got the sword to my throat, I've got my hands in the bag.
I look to Kai. Maybe you'd like to bind some hands again.
Let us talk.
Sorry, is this guy referring to himself in third person?
Yep.
And how do you spell his name? Sunballot? I've got like Sunballot.
Oh, sorry, it's Sanballet, so S-A-N. I think I must have mispronounced it. S-A-N. Where are you? I just had the page open. Why did I close it? S-A-N-B-A-L-E-T.
Thank you.
Well, the skeleton next door wants you dead. And he's offered some services to us if we do that.
You're not actually telling the truth, so only a persuasion check.
I'll try. 16.
I feel he's got more than enough reason to want Sunballet dead. But I can't really blame him, and I'll deal with him later.
You're very confident you're getting out of this situation alive.
You're not the first to have a sword to my throat.
Well, I'd like to be the one who's last.
Would anybody else like to get any questions in, or like intimidation rolls in?
Well, I'm intimidating, but I don't know what to say.
Fair enough.
I'm probably still raging.
You just
Kicking
get
the
really
dirt.
close and breathe into his face angrily.
Yeah, do like a good fucking roar right in his face, like get some spit all over it and everything.
Just stood there, like, breathing heavy, arms gripped on the axe.
He looks directly at you, Kai. Joke's on you, Shannon Ballot likes that.
What the fuck? Excuse.
Hey, no kink shaming here.
Why do you call yourself by your name? That's just a little bit weird. And also, I'm just gonna be like, how are people feeling? Do you guys want more healing? Not you, Sand Ballot.
Yeah, he just holds his hand up.
I'm at 15 out of 29, so if you're doing anything, I'll take it.
Oh boy. Okay. Anybody else? Otherwise, I'm just healing myself.
I'm good.
I will actually be able to tell you what are in those barrels now that combat's over.
Cool. I'll heal myself and Trill. So I'll do healing word at first level on myself. Where's my build?
27. It's weird being
Hey, I get
confined.
8 healing to myself. And then for Trill gets 9 points of healing.
Thank you.
So the casks are brandy. They're all sealed, but they're marked as brandy. There are bolts of silk in the corner as well. These things that are on the floor here. Nathaniel is judging them as well as you're carrying on with Sand Ballot, and he's like, "Yeah, these are pretty fine quality. These we could get a pretty penny for them."
Are they ours?
Well, who else would there be, lass?
They're
I look to
smuggled,
Sand
are they
Ballot.
not?
Yeah, I was going to say, look to Sand Ballot.
I can make you a deal. How about you leave me be and they're all yours? Sand Ballot is a reasonable man.
What's
If we were-
stopping us from taking it when you're dead? Exactly.
He slowly turns back to Trill. I know she's one of your party member, but can I throw one of my pets at her?
If your hand
Can I eat
moves,
it?
your neck opens.
Wait, are they like little salamanders?
No. Have you not been? Did you not listen to the description?
Like, I heard like they're kind of the size of a dog.
I never said that.
Okay, then I wasn't paying attention.
I said they're a cross between a rat and a dog, essentially.
So the dog is in there somewhere. I don't know, they look kind of tasty to me.
Trying to think what else. Is anybody gonna check the bodies of the guys?
I'm sticking like right next to Sam Ballot with my sword. Like I'm standing like next to him with my arm extended in the blade at his throat. I'm not like
Yeah.
right next to him, but I'm just sticking there.
Okay. So Nathaniel does like the quick maths in his head, and he's like, I think these silk things would be about 50 gold each, and the brandy 10 gold a barrel. I think that's a reasonable 80 gold we can get there.
Or if we return them to where they came from, maybe a bigger reward and a better reputation.
Lads, do you know how rewards work? Don't tend to give you a better reward than what the value is. It's bad business, that lad.
Rewards aren't always monetary.
Out of character, speaking as somebody who had it broken recently, I would pay more than what my bracelet is worth to get it back.
Oh,
To be fair.
We're already on the bad side of a lot of people around here. Returning this stuff might lean us towards the good side again.
Exactly, Trill. Let's be good.
Let's be good.
The voice of reason rings out again.
I love him.
Where is this? Ah, right. Did somebody say they were checking the?
I was second.
Okay.
I was gonna check the bodies.
Sorry, one moment. It's telling me. The hobgoblin, the one that was in the room with you, is wearing a suit of mariner's armour, which is scale mail. Suit of. Oh, alright, that's pretty interesting. So, mariner's armour, although it is scale mail, it has the additional effects of, while wearing this armour, you have a swimming speed equal to your walking speed. In addition, whenever you start your turn underwater with 0 hit points, the armour causes you to rise 60 feet towards the surface. The armour is decorated with fish and shell motifs.
That's pretty cool.
Although being at 0 hit points and getting the life vest isn't very cool because you're already dead by that point. And I suppose you're doing death saving throws, aren't you? So it gets you to the surface so you're not also drowning.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be pretty useful for one of you guys that, well, either of you guys that can't swim underwater.
Is scale mail medium or light?
That would be nice for me.
Scale mail 5th edition. Scale mail, I believe, is medium armor.
Okie dokie.
AC. Oh, sorry.
I was like, I don't need it. It was just in case.
Yeah. It is medium armor, AC 14. You will have disadvantage with stealth rolls while wearing it.
But as a bird, I feel like if we're going anywhere near water, that is my thing. So I'll hold on to it at least.
Well, you haven't got it just yet. It's still on the hobgoblin. You will have to remove it.
Well, yeah.
Which currently you're in mid negotiations with this angry guy who may or may not have an exploding hamster in his pocket.
I would eat if it would not explode.
Saying that, when I'm stood there, is he like fiddling around in his bag of holding, or is it his hand look pretty still? Or can I not really tell?
I'm going to say it's pretty still, but he could be playing you, but it does seem that he's holding on to something.
So can we do insight?
Passive will tell you that. I don't think you can tell anymore unless you have X-ray vision right now.
Oh, okay, fair. Guess we wouldn't be able to tell if he's bluffing or not.
I'll give you this sand ballet, or ballot, however you say it. I'll give you the common courtesy to offer whatever you wish for your life.
He sort of gestures around the room to these things. I'm sure there's more that I can offer you as well.
Like your bag of holding?
That's a good one, Cordelia.
He sort of like shrugs. Like, will you do me the pleasure of removing my hand?
Well, we should have Kai do it, because if he does anything stupid, she can just break his wrist.
True.
What? What?
What?
He wants to remove his hand, and you want Kai to break his wrist.
Oh no!
It sounds
No, I
like
thought
you
he
wanted
said.
him
I thought
to
he
remove-
said someone remove the hand.
No, no, he's going to remove his hand from the
like,
bag.
remove it.
Okay.
There was a bit of an escalation of violence there.
Sorry.
That's how I understood it too.
Yes,
I understood it that way too.
So he's going to pull his hand out, and he is holding something, but it's not one of the creatures. He's holding a pipe, like a smoking pipe.
I'm gonna like move to where the bag is on his hip and try and untie it from his belt while holding my sword up still with the other hand.
You could get Kai to do it.
That's true. Kai, would you like to? So
Yeah.
juggling a sword in this.
Yeah, I'll go.
It's on some clips, so it's not too hard to get off. It removes. So it's not a full bag of holding. It is a lesser version of bag of holding, which essentially it's a Pokeball, essentially. So animals can exist in it, suspended there in a moment, and then essentially whatever when you put them in, they come out pretty much as they went in. But there is a limit on it. But
Yeah.
Nice, that's cool.
I'll go into more detail about that. But currently, he stood there, hands up in the air, a pipe in one of his hands.
Now, unclip the bag, and I have the bag in my hand. Where will you go, Captain? Sorry, Sergeant Ballot.
I'm not going anywhere. You're leaving.
I can't help but be curious. You're at risk of losing your life, and the thing you make a grab for is a pipe.
It's the only thing left in there, if I'm perfectly honest.
Sentimental, I see. I'm loosening my, the cutlass is no longer, at his throat, since he's got his hand out of the bag, and I don't think he's pulling out anything dangerous. I've sort of stepped away, but keeping my sword up.
He sort of, nudges the pipe and, brings it close to his mouth and goes, "May I?"
I just look to the others.
Yeah, I don't see why not. The pipe.
Have at it.
He puts it in his mouth, and a flame appears on his finger, and he lights it. Well, if this is at an end, I have things to do. Sandballet must run his empire. And he takes a deep breath, inhale of smoke. And a wicked grin stretches across his face as he just exhales, and the entire room fills with smoke.
Ah.
Oh.
And you hear the cackling of his laughter slowly fade away.
It'd be funny if you just saw him run around the corner as the smoke fades.
You'll never catch me! I was actually thinking of doing something like that, but no, I think it's funnier. I think it's better if he does it like this. Because we've hit our 10 o'clock, so I think we're going to leave it there, but just a quick recap. So you have the bag, which I'll explain more detail of in a second. You have these 8 barrels before you filled with rum, the 5 lots of silk, you have the scale mail, which you'll very easily get off the goblin. I think that's about it, really. The bag itself, like I said, it's not a full bag of holding. You can put an item in there. You can put, and that's pretty much the limit, a item and then up to 2 creatures, depending on their size. I might restrict it to challenge rating.
And as long as they can fit in the bag.
Yeah. It's got a limit on the size of it. Yeah.
I'm just trying to drag it over the head of a horse or something.
I was thinking just the more. It's I'm just gonna get my pet out of the bag. Okay. Why is that a dragon?
Gelatinous cubes.
It's gonna carry our Hoover around in a little bag.
Yeah.
Clean up these bodies, and it just sort of does a little gelatinous salute to you, and then carries on.
Little number.
But yeah, if you're happy, we'll end it there, and hopefully next session we can get to the end of this little dungeon.
Yeah, it's been good. So I actually did think that Kenneth wanted us to kill these guys. I didn't realise that wasn't what he wanted.
Well, you guys sort of offered, and you sort of eh.
It's like, yeah, if you want.
No,
So I thought I was telling the truth. That's why I was so convincing.
but no, thank you for the session. Well, actually, have you got any questions? Anybody in the chat? If we've actually got any. I need to use those muscles. He's always flexing. Yeah, he used those muscles and then failed miserably, didn't he? Any questions from you guys?
No, I think that was it. There was just the one with Kenneth. I thought we were killing people because he wanted us to. That was the only thing I needed to know.
Full Metal, who has stayed in the chat all session, thanked you for a great session.
Aw,
Thank you very much for being here, Full Metal.
yeah.
Thank you. Good to see you fail at everything in the session, not just some of it.
So I'm just trying to think if there's anything really prominent. I don't know. I actually thought we would get to the end of this session, out at the end of this dungeon, but there's not that much more to go with it.
I think there's just one more little cavern to look through and then go tell Kenneth that we did it.
Yep.
Is there going to be Among Us again this next weekend? Do we know, or are we not sure yet?
I'm not entirely sure. Nothing really got out organised last week because the previous week was an absolute travesty. 10 rounds in a row of being crewmate just broke me. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see. I'm actually going to cut down streaming as well, so again, we will see. But thank you guys. I don't think there's really that much to cover now, is there?
No, I think we got it all sorted because it was mainly just this little cavern area and talking to Kenneth that happened to go.
Anybody who is following the channel or subscribing, in the future, I'm not entirely sure how near, there will be a side adventure where we will be looking for people to be an NPC, essentially, or a guest on the show. When we're closer, I will start asking for applications, and we'll get that sorted. The sci-fi campaign will be kicking off sooner rather than later as well, actually, because my Tuesday night lot are eager to get going. Which brings me to Trill.
So,
Could you check the group Discord when you get a second?
yeah, I will. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you guys, and thank you for joining us, and we will catch you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
See yous.